Welcome to the campus of Calvert Hall, where the Cardinals are going to take on the visiting McDonogh Eagles. Booker Corrigan and Ty Zanders bringing you the action tonight in a rainy night here in Towson. Ty, tell us about the McDonogh Eagles.
Very formidable this year. Impressed with the Eagles, especially in midfield. Britton Vallis, crazy good split dodge, along with Austin Frederick at midfield. In goal, Nick Doyle off to Ohio State next year. He's having a sensational season. And watch out for Danny Sweeney and Alex Hurdle, 7 and 19 in the roster.
And for Calvert Hall, attackman Jordan Germershausen has done a fantastic job helping lead this offense. But of course, you cannot go to sleep on number 15, Timmy Kelly, or number 20, Johnny Kelly, and number 19, midfielder Johnny. Sound the bells. On defense, number 34, Garrett Eppel, headed for Notre Dame, is an absolute star. And don't ever forget about the Egg McMuffin of face-off men, Stephen Bones Kelly. Kelly at the face-off logo, going up against Hill Blaze. And Britton Vallis, one of those full-field midfielders. Bones pushes the first one forward, comes down lefty. Nice collapsing defense there by the Eagles.
I'm told that's Stephen Kelly's first face-off win of all time. That's a good sign for the Cardinals. He is just so nifty, the face-off X. Can't say enough good things about him. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I did just win the race to nifty.
You did.
Pretty important right there.
The 11:40 mark. Ty Zanders takes home
Bring
the
out
W.
the broom.
Kelly at midfield. Off and on showers. Calvert Hall in their home whites. McDonogh Road Black Ops. Johnny Kelly gathers the loose ball, and we have a host of players who participated in that Under Armour Underclass Elite Star game last summer. And Stephen Kelly competed for Team USA in the Under-19 World Championships. Inside to Jordan Germershausen. Cal Livingston collapses on him, but the ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be McDonogh possession. And it looks like the Eagles are going to keep Danny Sweeney up at LSM to defend whichever Kelly he can get closest to. Chris Myers, senior attackman, gathers that possession. Bones Kelly, Crazy Ivan at goal line extended. Kelly splits the double. And again, Chris Myers with the backup. And still not a shot on the cage since the timer on. Great collapsing defense by the Eagles.
And that'll be the key today. McDonogh's defense against the Calvert Hall attack, they are one of the better units around.
Teddy Sawyer to Clark. McGee shoots just wide. Calvert Hall starting sophomore goaltender Joe McSorley. No relationship to Marty McSorley, former NHL star. Rob Black goes right-handed against Kelly. Shot low, just wide, backed up by Clark. Thanks for joining us here on the CUDA.com Game of the Week first quarter, brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club. Black splits right to left. And Frederick gets it all the way behind to Clark. Clark on the wing, guarded by Eppel. Frederick gets it back to Austin.
Austin Frederick gets it back to Austin. I'm so witty, aren't I?
Very quick-witted. Almost like White Goodman. Rob Black. Shot goal! Nails the bouncer, 1-0 Eagles, 8:32 to go first quarter. Rising 8th and 9th graders urged to check out that Rising Prospect Camp. Top prospects urged to check out the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club. Kelly again going against Hill Blaze, and Blaze sweeps this one out. Opportunity. Garrett Epple comes up with a loose ball, splits the double, and gets it over to Bones.
Good for Hill Blaze to get that face-off win. McDonogh won just one face-off last year against Calvert Hall, so as always, when you're facing Stephen Bones Kelly, or facing Calvert Hall in general, excuse me, you have to win even 20% of face-offs. He's that good that he'll win at least 80.
Shot just wide on the backside. And coming into the game, number 27, Barrett Sutley had a chance to chat with his grandparents earlier before the game. One of my good friends, Will Spencer, from my Roanoke days, a hero in the Roanoke community. McSorley comes up with it, and now Calvert Hall's Eric Evans. Andrew Fanshaw carries it across midfield, gets it to Deal. Germershausen, another passing lane interrupted by the Eagle defense. And Nick Doyle, another guy who played for that underclass team.
It was great watching the Eagles against Loyola last week and seeing how many passes they knocked down or intercepted. That's what makes this team go. It's their defense. With no disrespect, towards the offensive crew, Britton Vallis, Freddie.
Trey McGee doing a nice job. First quarter brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club, locally grown and nationally known. A doubleheader here on CUDA.com today. We were over at Gilman for the boys Latin win over the Greyhounds, and now here at Calvert Hall, great MIAA action, and a huge thank you to our sponsors who make this possible. First desk pop of the evening. 6 minutes remaining, first quarter. Brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club. Eagles answer with their first midfield unit, Frederick, Vallis, and Black. Frederick goes left, he rolls back, gets it to Vallis, quickly over to Black. And now it's back to Vallis. Trey McGee on a short stick. Comes right to left. Shot just over the cage.
Got to give a big shout out to McDonogh for wearing jerseys that I can most definitely see from up here. Really helpful for my 22-year-old eyes.
Vallis shot wide. Diving attempt. Robert Clark earning his keep down there on the attack. Eric Evans now defending, and McGee has it goal line extended. Rain off and on, and it is certainly on right now. Frederick to a cutting McGee. Banks brings it home. 2-0 Eagles, 4:38 remaining first quarter. Trey McGee catching the ball with his feet moving, hands free. The visiting Eagles surge out to a 2-0 lead. Calvert Hall brings Matty Brashears up onto the wing to help with Kelly. Kelly wins it to himself. And Bones over to cousin Johnny Kelly. Ethan Mintzer spins it back up top. Germershausen catches it, moving, shot, goal. Jordan Germerhausen. Pop goes the Weasel, because the Weasel goes pop. Referees for tonight's game: Scott Farkas, Ralphie Parker, and Eddie Gianetti. I had a chance to chat with the officials before tonight's game. Scott Farkas leaving his toady behind and bringing Eddie Gianetti from the Gianetti crime family down to officiate today's game. Hillblaze wins it on a violation. 4 minutes to go. First quarter, 2-1 Eagles in their road blacks. Robert Clark has it out on the wing. And we get a timeout. And we have lightning called. Not sure if that was flash photography or lightning. First quarter brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club. The Baltimore Crabs running that top prospect camp. It's a great learning camp. Great place to improve your game. Rising 8th graders and rising 9th graders. Check out the Baltimore Crabs top prospect camp. The Baltimore Crabs, locally grown and nationally known. And we are back up and running after a 13-hour delay. McDonogh resumes play here in the first quarter. 3.5 minutes remaining. CUDA.com doesn't miss a moment of the action after the rain delay. Thunder and lightning in the area forcing the postponement of this game until Saturday afternoon. Frederick drives left-handed. Slid to by Garrett Epple, and McDonogh getting good ball movement. Britton Vallis possesses right side, gets it behind. This is Trey McGee. First quarter of action brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club, proud sponsor of MIAA Lacrosse. And CUDA.com Game of the Week. Booker Corrigan and Ty Zanders back in the booth. Inside feed deflected, timer on by the officials. Frederick tracks it down. Eric Evans defending him. Shot, goal! Trey McGee with the shot, hard and low, goes from high to low. 2:23 remaining, 3-1 now Eagles.
Always a tough situation when you have a delayed game like this. You know, probably a good thing that these guys can sleep in a little bit, you know, head out here later than they normally would if it was a 10 a.m. game like they were hoping to fit in. Always tough getting those refs together on Saturday afternoons. Much better weather here, Book.
Hillblaze wins the ensuing face-off. Pushes it down. Clark, McGee, shot kicked out by freshman Joe McSorley. Push call against Calvert Hall, and the Eagles maintain possession. freshman goaltender Joe McSorley for Calvert Hall. Treasured alum of the Loonies Lacrosse Club. Calvert Hall gets that defensive stop that they needed, and Johnny Kelly carries it up, exchanges it with brother Timmy Kelly, or cousin Timmy Kelly. And now it's Bones Kelly.
We're a few years in, getting a better idea of the Kelly family tree. I think we've got it down.
And we're here at Kelly Field. Ethan Mintzer gets it to Germershausen, back to Kelly to Kelly. Bones gets a little half a pick from Germershausen, tries to spin it into Johnny Kelly. Ball goes on the turf. And a second chance possession here for the Cardinals. Johnny Kelly splits right to left. Shot, goal! Johnny Kelly. 1:08 left first quarter. 3-2 now your score.
And you can sort of see Kelly's development from junior to senior year, especially when it comes to playing with two hands. He was playing attack for a short amount of time, and that went pretty well, but moved him back to his natural position in midfield, and he's really thriving there for the Cardinals.
Bones Kelly, clean win on the faceoff. He and Johnny Bells round out the midfield along with Andrew Fanshaw, brother of the great Patrick Fanshaw, one of my favorite guys. Fanshaw gets it to Kevin Deal, the senior. .30 seconds remaining here, first quarter. Pass goes right through the stick of Deal, and Danny Sweeney comes up with it for the Eagles. Back to goaltender Nick Doyle. Robbie Black breaking across the midfield stripe. And now with 8 seconds left, Calvert Hall almost has time to make something happen, but Teddy Sawyer there to shut the door. Great play by McGee, comes around, gets a shot off, and that'll do it for the first quarter.
Hey, quick first quarter, right?
Yeah, really feels like a quick first quarter.
Flew by.
3-2 your score. McDonogh Eagles in the lead. First quarter brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club, locally grown, nationally known. The Baltimore Crabs, proud sponsors of the CUDA Game of the Week, and that top prospect camp that they run is a tremendous opportunity to build your skills and get some exposure at the next level. The Baltimore Crabs top prospect camp for rising 8th and 9th graders.